The story starts with our protagonist here, Old Man, a full-time toilet seat designer with an incredible secret. He's a superhero, and his powers basically include casually dating rich and horny women, guessing their hip sizes with infallible accuracy, creating world-class toilet designs, and of course, neglecting his child, Min-chan. Old Man's one and only daughter is a high schooler who's also a black belter in karate and a master dad beater. So yeah, Min-chan beats him on a day-to-day basis, since her mom left because her father is terrible, and no one's been around to take care of her but herself. After dragging her father out of the restaurant, the two go home. While taking his time unloading yesterday's dinner, Old Man suddenly gets isekai'd into another world in the most disgusting way possible. After landing, Old Man meets Super Mario All Might, who tells our boy Old Man that he's gonna be a superhero, and he's going to help them protect Earth. Old Man doesn't want to deal with Earth's astronomical problem, and that's why he turns away from the guy. But the Space United Nations tells Old Man that he's going to morph and transform into his hero mode. The alien invaders are going to attack Earth tomorrow at 8 GMT plus 9 Japan time. And so Old Man becomes a hero, leaves the toilet, and sees his reflection in the mirror. Guess what? The handsome toilet designer look he had before is now gone. The once gorgeous father of Min-chan turns into an average Reddit user. Anyway, Old Man gets out of the bathroom and takes his daughter back to her room. He sees the teddy bear that he gave Min-chan years ago, so he wakes her up just for her fists to run wild, knocking him out. Old Man pleads with his daughter not to kill him and tries his best to explain what happened. But the words that come out of his mouth are the exact opposite of what he thinks. He tells Min-chan that he's a pervert and that she's right about what she thinks about him. And so Min-chan strangles him, beats him to a pulp, and sends him outside with the power of karate. Old Man is now daughterless, wifeless, and homeless. At least he's a superhero. And so Old Man tells himself that he needs to think of what to do from now on, falling asleep the second his remaining brain cell starts to function. The next day, he wakes up from the loud noises coming from the women he dated before, running away from the most dangerous creature on the planet, a cockroach. It's an alien cockroach, and so Old Man kills the cockroach, using the divine judgment of the heavens coming from the sole of his sandals, ending the threat. But the alien invasion is just starting and another enemy appears behind him, Iron Shrimp. Old Man deals with him too, making the shrimp off himself, killing down 2 bad guys in one day. After defeating his enemies, Old Man concludes that he's still living on Earth and he still needs to have a roof. And so Old Man knocks on his neighbor's door, mustering up all the courage he could ever have. Yamada-san has been Old Man and Min-chan's neighbor for several years now, and Old Man asks for help. Yamada-san accepts Old Man, but our guy seems to strike a deal with the devil by living inside Yamada-san's apartment. Yamada has a habit of going commando whenever he has the chance to do so, which is pretty much every time. As Yamada-san prepares their breakfast, which is a comically large boiled egg, Old Man goes to the toilet to think of what to do. A few minutes later, Old Man leaves the toilet, rushes to the door, and enters his house. He's trying to think of ways to get back to his old self using his toilet. Of course, he isn't successful in his attempts, and so Old Man goes outside again and meets the chicken overlord. The chicken overlord immediately attacks Old Man, but his shrieking literally does nothing. Old Man's much more concerned about his daughter talking to some pretty boy, and so Old Man instackles bird brain while watching his precious daughter bid goodbye to her suitor. Worried about Min-chan's safety, Old Man follows her to keep her out of danger. Later, Min-chan meets a mysterious man holding a bouquet, who she thinks is her dad. Min-chan runs to the mysterious guy, only to find out that he looks like a failed emoji. So Min-chan roundhouse kicks him, knocking him out cold. But the threat isn't over because enters Bumblebee, a bumblebee-like creature from a Chinese toy factory in space. Bumblebee and Emoji Guy join hands together to defeat Old Man, but they're short in arms, and so Old Man puts them out of their misery and deals with them. Old Man goes back to the apartment, only to hear his daughter breaking down due to his absence. The next day, he leaves breakfast for her, cheering Min-chan up. Hearing Min-chan happy makes him glad he's there for her, and as he's leaving the front door, something pierces his chest. The supervillain finally shows up and decides to kill him on the spot with his sure kill fist, which didn't quite kill him. Enter our first villain, Momo. Basically, he's like the Vegeta of the alien invaders. Momo's surprised that Old Man didn't die, but Villain San isn't finished with him just yet, so he does it again, but with both hands, still, no good. Old Man is invincible. The villain goes full Raiden on Old Man and starts ramming his fist really fast, dealing no damage at all. But now Momo's got the Old Man's attention. Old Man's just finished his arduous battle against his mortal enemy, the booger in his nose, which landed straight at Momo's ground. One of Momo's superpowers is being able to analyze the molecular biostructure of anything he eats, and knowing that the booger is far more threatening than his sure kill punches. Without so much as a second thought, Momo eats the thing. Now, Momo is disgustingly overpowered thanks to Old Man's gob. He ascends into the sky and summons all the mucus from every living person on Earth, creating a giant energy ball made from, yeah, you know it, mucus. Min-chan shows up and Momo immediately falls in love with her. He sees how violent she is as she beats the living hell out of her dad. This action resonates with him, as it reminds him of his fondest memories of his mother beating him. And so Momo dissolves the Chicxulub equivalent of Earth's entirety of snot, and descends to propose to Min-chan, telling her that if she kisses his mucus-filled hands, he'll marry her. But Min-chan ignores him and goes back to her house, and they say chivalry is dead. Smitten by Min-chan's beauty, Momo decides to quit being a supervillain to become super annoying instead. He trades his entire life savings and their very own intergalactic ship to rent a bed inside Yamada-sen's room. The next day, Old Man wakes up as Momo's choking him to death, who's clearly hell-bent on taking him down. But Old Man worries more about Yamada-sen taking in an illegal alien as his new flatmate. So Momo tells Old Man that he's going to take him down just as much as he's about to go down on Min-chan. But Old Man won't allow any playboys to touch his precious daughter, and so he pushes him next to the nearest wall, threatening him. A few minutes later, Min-chan rings Yamada-sen's door asking for help in fixing her bath's broken tap. Of course, the two weirdos come rushing toward Min-chan's aid, offering their help in the most unusual way possible. Old Man and Momo bond over their mutual love and affection for Min-chan, becoming fast friends while fixing the broken tap with a series of scotch tape. The next day, Momo rushes to answer the door thinking it's Min-chan. However, it's just another one of those alien weirdos. The alien girl sees and attacks Min-chan, but both Old Man and Momo rush to save her. The alien girl looks paralyzed as Old Man holds her tail. The tail gets angry at Old Man and tells him to unhand her, and so the tail introduces herself as Momo's fiancé. She's a creature called a daddling, a race of super intelligent, tail-like beings capable of controlling humanoid bodies, which acts as a battery. Momo helped daddling wash her ass before, which touched her heart, and has fallen in love with him ever since. But Momo tells her it won't work between them, leaving her behind. Daddling searched far and wide across the entire universe for him, while Momo sets out on an adventure to find his interstellar wife. Yamada-san, being the good guy he is, rushes forward to save the girl. Yamada gives her some good old CPR to revive her, and after that ass-breathing CPR, Old Man and Momo carry both Yamada and daddling back to their house. Unfortunately, daddling-chan's head got stuck between the door and doorway, and when Momo reaches for a handshake, daddling battery separates from her body, which causes an information leakage. Apparently, daddlings are known to store 5 years worth of universal knowledge in their batteries. So, Old Man tells Momo to just suck all the information he can get from the battery to prevent such a catastrophe from happening. However, in the middle of the act, Momo's little brother appears, Momomo, who snatches away the portable battery for himself. Young Brat tells his brother that he's taking the girl away, and so he teleports away from his brother, only to find himself toasted as his information follows him and explodes. Momo tells Old Man that he's going to protect Min-chan from now on, and Old Man agrees, telling him he'll do the same. But before they can do anything, another threat appears, Sussman, who looks just like Old Man before he transforms into whatever you want to call him right now. Old Man sees his former self knocking on the door and immediately gets imposter syndrome. He just goes back to Yamada-san's house and tells Momo that the guy next door is him. Momo believes him and tries to find a way to help Old Man, and so they plug daddling into Yamada's ass, transforming him into Yamada-chan, with the biggest milkers you've ever seen. Yamada-san analyzes Old Man's DNA and finds out that he has hemorrhoids. But also, he's not from this world. Apparently, there are 2 planet Earths and they're parallel to each other. Old Man got stuck during his trip back to his original planet. And since paradoxes shouldn't exist, the space admins had chosen an ugly avatar for Old Man, just so he and this Earth's Old Man can coexist, which is a load of BS, as Sussman is actually just Momo's older brother, Mo. With Mo's perfect plan, he manages to conquer Min-chan's heart. Our group, Old Man, Momo and Yamada investigate the boxes flooding Old Man's front door. Min-chan finds out they're skimming through her old stuff and beats them up. But Sussman tells her that neighbors should treat them kindly, and so Sussman invites the 3 to a family dinner. As the group enjoys a hearty dinner, Our hero Old Man realizes that this is what he didn't get to do for Min-chan back then. Old Man goes to the bathroom with Momo and tells him that this is everything that Min-chan ever wanted. But Momo tells him that something is sus about Sus-man, and tells him that Sus-man might be an alien. And so the two try to expose Sus-man's real identity. But Sus-man's already planning something for them and drinks the alien booze he brewed a few seconds ago. However, this backfires on Sus-man as he's also incredibly stupid, drinking the same booze that he's supposed to use against the group. Old Man and Momo leave the bathroom only to find out Sus-man's already given up on his life and wants to commit Sudoku. But Old Man tries to console Sus-man, drinking the booze, and ends up being depressed as hell. Momo follows suit and so did Yamada, and now all four of them became depressed drunkards. The four collapsed to the ground due to the booze side effects. However, before sleeping, Min-chan sees Old Man doing the same thing that his father used to do before, questioning herself over Old Man's real identity. Min-chan tries to connect the dots of how she ends up with the same people drawn in the picture book she's holding. Suddenly, the real bad guy shows up behind her. The alien asks her if she's the one that charmed his son. But Min-chan tries to attack the alien, and so the alien flings her away, knocking her out. Momo wakes up and finds Min-chan hurt, and so he rushes to Min-chan, trying to wake her up. Min-chan wakes up and Momo finds out that it's his father who attacked Min-chan in the first place. Mo, the first prince, asks for his father's forgiveness, telling him to give him another chance. But the alien dad punches him away for revealing their secret. Alien dad tells Momo to come with him as they're gonna leave the place, and he's gonna be the heir to the throne. But Momo stands up and straight up tells his dad that he's in love with Min-chan and that he's never going to leave her side. And so the father goes full Omni-Man on him and beats the alien trash out of Momo. Old Man wakes up and faces the alien dad. He tells him that probably got cucked before, hitting the alien with his sandals. However, Old Man realizes that he doesn't know what his powers are, and so the alien dad punches him, sending him flying. Old Man wakes up a few seconds later. The alien dad confronts him and asks him to fight normally, but Old Man still doesn't know his power, because most of the enemies he faced before either died from their stupidity, so he just tells alien dad that he's no hero. But Min-chan immediately retorts, telling him he's the hero of this world. The alien dad sees Min-chan and tries to kill her, but thanks to Yamada, she's safe. Yamada squares off with the alien dad while Momo throws all kinds of stuff at his dad. But the alien dad overpowers both, killing Daddling as well as Yamada. So, Old Man tells alien dad that it's his fault and if there's anyone to blame, it's him. So he asks the alien dad to kill him instead. But the alien dad humors him and asks him to admit that he's a loser and to beg for a mercy kill. As Old Man's admitting defeat, Min-chan tells him one last time the reason he's the real hero, then she dies. Reading the book that Min-chan dropped, Old Man realizes something important. Each one of the enemies that he had ever faced before was part of the story he created in the picture book he made for Min-chan. From the cockroach, Bumble Z, Chicken Overlord, to the three princes, and even the alien dad, are all part of the grand story he and Min-chan created back then. With a newfound resolve, Old Man faces the ghost of himself, the bad dad, as depicted by Min-chan's drawing. But in reality, Old Man didn't actually get Isekai'd. He's an overworked dad who works 8 part-time jobs, trying to make ends meet when his toilet seat design was stolen from him by his co-workers. So he decided to travel the entire world to present his design. In the end, his wife left him, and he lost his job. After trying his best to help raise Min-chan alone, he ends up being extremely stressed from the heavy workload, leading to a long coma, which is, once again, a load of BS, as Old Man wakes up from coma just to find out everything was a dream. Watch this next video. See you on the next one. What does it mean to be a superhero? Is it the power you have? The number of people you've saved? What about the sacrifices you've made? All these questions are equally worthless when you're a hero, but you look as if you're on the FBI's watch list of sex offenders.